this is the overall message we're supposed to be talking about today. Metamorphosis, achievement, and resilience. If that feels like what you are trying to go for or seek out for yourself, or maybe that's something you're undergoing already, then this message is for you. I am asking to connect to my guides, angels, ancestors, archangels, any other higher divine beings, gods, goddesses, and deities, to please use me as a channel and messenger for any divine guidance or wisdom that might be needed deeply. Thank you, Spirit, for aligning me to this moment and this message. I am grateful to be able to share this good news, this clarity, this reassurance, and maybe a message for somebody who needs to hear this at this time. Thank you for trusting me and allowing me to be a messenger and a voice for Spirit. I am grateful that you trust me with this gift. Thank you, Spirit. Hello everyone. I'm Krystal and this is Keeping It Krystal Tarot. Today we have a little bit of a channeled message. When I was shuffling my cards to do this message, these cards came out and they just very much needed to stay out on the table. So if this title happens to resonate for you, then let's get into our message for today. Remember, not every message is going to resonate, but I'm hoping that you aligned with this for a reason. If anyone is interested in booking a personal reading with me or any of my manifestation kits or products, I have the links for my website as well as my Etsy page down below. If you are interested, I am grateful that you guys are allowing and helping me to expand my horizons. And I am offering new services like spiritual coaching, as well as I have some new products out, and I am going to definitely start doing more spell candles as well, because that's something I'm personally enjoying, and I think that's what Spirit is asking me to start putting into my shop. Even so, let's get into our message for today. So these were the cards that I pulled. Well, they kind of popped out when I was shuffling this oracle deck, and I decided to leave it to the side because I think these three cards are definitely a message within itself. So first we have Butterfly with Metamorphosis, number 22. So 222 might be a synchronicity or a sign that you've been seeing a lot lately, and that might also be a sign that this message is for you. Crystals with Achievement, number 9. You might be a life path 9. I don't know why I feel very inclined to say that. I don't often say things like that, but 9 might be a significant number for you. It might be your birthday. Or it could just be that you're a life path 9, or you just really like the number 9. Succulence with Resilience. And this is number 38. But I am also getting an 11 from it because 3 and 8 equals 11. So I don't know why the numbers are standing out to me. You might be seeing a lot of angel numbers at this time, or like you see them, you don't know exactly what they mean. Maybe it's time to start tracking what you're thinking about, or looking up more specific numbers if it's not a number like 222, if it's a number like 38, when you're seeing that everywhere. I had a client just today who was saying that she sees a repeating number everywhere. So this might be a sign that you are a specific sign to you. It might not be something that you would think, oh, that's not an angel number. No, and there might be a sign in itself that is very specific to you, and it might be important for you to inquire upon it. So let's talk about the overall message: metamorphosis, achievement, and resilience. I truly believe that you are changing. You are going through a true metamorphosis where you might not be able to recognize who you were by the time you're done with this whole transformation. And that's not to say that who you started off being is bad in any way. I'm seeing 222 on my clock over there because my microwave clock is wrong. It says 2220, so 222 again with the twos. There's definitely a strong indication that the changes that you've been making are not just surface level. They're not something that is like you are completely changing lifestyles, maybe even how you appear. I think it's going to be very noticeable to other people, this change as well. It's not going to be something like the butterfly came from being a caterpillar. You know, those are two very different things. And I think by the time this change is completely, completely gone through this metamorphosis, you are going to be that butterfly. You are going to be that image, that idea of whatever that you have set yourself out to be. Because I think you are very much aligning yourself to achieve greatness, to do something that you feel satisfied and happy with and fulfilled. You might be called to use more crystals at this time if you are somebody who utilizes crystals or keeps them in your space. There might be something that can actually help kind of align and direct your energy in a better way. I can't help but think that with the tower here, because the shapes of crystals mean different things, and the tower is a directional stone, so it often directs energy in a certain way. And I think that's what utilizing stones like labradorite or even rose quartz, if you're trying to give more love and compassion to yourself. Rhodonite is a better stone for that, but rose quartz is usually something that's easy to acquire. Maybe using more protection stones, or maybe stones for creativity or grounding or heart opening, third eye opening. You know, I have a whole, I know you can't, I don't think you can see it in frame. Maybe if I pull my desk back a little bit. I have a whole line of stones here, and I can't help but notice that this is pointing to them as well. So not only is this a stone in itself, maybe somebody is a plant person, maybe you using, it seems like earthly things, like maybe planting or gardening or flowers or stones or something earthly. It's about grounding and it's about directing your energy, and I think that will definitely help you achieve, help you find the direction of what maybe might bring achievements towards you quicker with ease and in alignment. Because succulence with resilience. Again, with the plants, the plant energy, there's leaves and plants on every single one of these, so I can't help but think like definitely getting your hands into the earth or doing something like this. Might even be like, for me, it is the fall time. You know, it might be just going outside and doing something with the earth, like raking your leaves or cleaning it, like something outside, outdoors, and more physical, you know? Get your hands in, so it feels very tactile. Resilience. I think this is just a testament to what you have been pushing through, and the fact that you have persevered through however many trials and tribulations, because that's just how life works. You know, that is a part of the human experience. And I don't want to say that they are, or attach any sort of negative or positive to it, because sometimes obstacles actually better us and sometimes they make us feel let down. You know, plants change, like, how do I explain this? Because in my mind I'm seeing a visual of like a time lapse of like a plant, like plants over 24 hours. Have you ever seen those time lapses where they like, you see the plants like they're bright and they're straight up, and that's like just after they got watered, and there's too much sun and they get too hot and then they kind of limp, you know? And while succulents don't do that nearly as much, they are much more sturdy. They can go through a lot more, and that might be where you're at in your journey, where you just feel like you can handle kind of anything and you can still push through it. I think that's because you're towards the end. You're seeing like the light at the end of the tunnel. As I say that, I start to notice how bright it is over here. I'm doing my collective reading like a little earlier than I normally do, so it is brighter in this room than it usually is. So I can't help but notice that there just is a lot more light around me, and that it just feels like it's closer than farther away. And you might have been pushing for a long time. It doesn't feel like this metamorphosis is something that is starting to undergo. It feels like it's been undergoing. But I think that you have what it takes to push through this last stride, these last moments. Like, you're set up for it. You're aligning to that. You're aligning to that success, these achievements, whatever it is that you're desiring and you're looking to achieve and you're looking to get. That's, you're way closer to the finish line than you think. And that's what I feel like this message is. Whew. For 3 oracle cards, I really got a whole ass message there. Page of Feathers. I didn't even ask a question. Cards just want to come out. Page of Feathers, which is the Page of Swords. Ace of Shells, which is the Ace of Cups. And the Six of Shells, the Six of Cups. So these cards, they have a little like keyword on it. They have 2 keywords on it. So the Page of Swords says exploration and discovery. The Ace of Cups says happiness and abundance. And the Six of Cups says sentiment and joy. It almost feels like this is how to get it. It's like maybe you're like, okay, yeah, that feels good, Krystal. That feels right. Like, that feels like the energy I'm working with, but I'm still missing something. Like, there's still something missing. So one of those things might be working with crystals or working with an earthly outlet, I want to say. The other things might truly be just allowing yourself to find joy in things again. Happiness, joy, sentiment. I think that, like, exploration and discovery here. The Page of Swords also talks about learning new things and discovering new ideas. So I find it really interesting that this might be something that you've yet to discover. This might be something that you I don't want to say revert back to, but it might be, because the Six of Shells also talks about the inner child. So this might be something that you used to do. This might be something that you used to find great joy in, and it might be extremely sentimental to you. So maybe leaning back into happiness, that joy, that childlike fun and wonder will really align you to what you are hoping to get, hoping to attract, or hoping to manifest. Because it does seem like you know what you want, or it seems like you know this thing brings you happiness, but you might not do it enough. And it might be the key to what because I'm saying, I say key and then I heard abundance. Like it might be the key to your abundance is finding that joy again. Because you might be doing a lot of things, and all of those things you still feel really good about, but do they bring you joy? That's the important part. That's the key. What does my collective need to know, or what advice do they need at this time, Spirit? Perfect timing. Things will come in perfect timing. You don't need to rush. You don't need to rush. Anywhere that you are meant to be, you're never going to rush to. Big, happy changes. That's the goal. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, their goal is to change things, is to feel happy, is to make big changes and feel elated about those things, about the change, and trust that they will come in the time that they're meant to. You're never going to miss out on something that is meant for you. Because even if it's not the right time to align, there will always be a time of alignment if it's meant to cross your path. I said that in a very interesting way. I hope that made sense to everybody. But I think I'm going to leave your message here because I've already been talking for quite some time, and I think I got the main message out. I think you already know where you're at and you just needed the reassurance. And I think you're really doing great. And it's just a matter of trusting your process, your progress, and the prosperity and abundance to come with that in all ways, in love and fun and security and happiness and support. I think you have done a lot to push through, and now it's going to be a time where you see the benefits and reaping those rewards. All right. I am going to leave your message here. Thank you, as always, for trusting and allowing me to read for you. I am grateful that you guys are enjoying these messages, and I would love to hear about how they resonate for you. So like this video if you did like it. Comment down below if anything specifically called out to you. I would love to hear. And I just appreciate you being here and watching my videos. So thank you, as always, for being you. Stay great, stay wonderful, and know that you are doing the right thing in the right place at the right time. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Bye.